Joe Burrow puts on a historic display, and the defense closes it out. Mike Petraglia inside Levi's Stadium following a 31-17 domination by the Bengals over the 49ers, ending San Francisco's 11-game home winning streak in this very building. It was a game that head coach Zach Taylor called the Bengals' first start-to-finish game of the season. Really a complete all-around performance by Zach Taylor's Bengals on both sides of the ball, but you have to start with Joe Burrow. From the very start of this game, T. Higgins told me he saw the fire in Joe Burrow's eye. From warm-ups, he could tell that Joe Burrow was focused in on having a great day, and a great day indeed he had. 28 of 32 for 283 yards. He had a passer rating north of 133 on the afternoon, and he threw for 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. The first touchdown was a beautiful fade pass to Tyler Boyd in the end zone, a 6-yarder on the opening Bengals drive of the game, and that really got the Bengals off on the right foot. But Zach Taylor said a play earlier in that drive really catapulted the Bengals offense. It was Joe Burrow scrambling to his right, almost getting sacked initially by Nick Bosa, getting out of that trouble, only to scramble to his right on 3rd and 10 and find T. Higgins for 11 yards. And just as he was releasing the football, he absolutely got drilled by the best linebacker in football, frankly, Fred Warner. Warner put Joe Burrow on the turf, but as he always seems to do, Joe Burrow popped right up and kept going. And after the game, Burrow said he prides himself on being able to stay in the game, stay tough, take those hits, and keep marching on. And that's exactly what he did on this Sunday afternoon. Bengals are able to score on that first drive, and the Bengals closed out the first quarter with a Joe Burrow to Andre Iosivas touchdown pass as Burrow again scrambled to his right and found Iosivas open in the end zone as Iosivas had to fend off his man to get just enough space for Burrow to fire it in there. The game really, though, turned on a couple of plays. First of all, Jermaine Pratt intercepted Brock Purdy when he tipped the ball to himself and started running down the sideline. He almost was able to return it for a pick six, but not quite. Jermaine Pratt telling me after the game he was able to read the play very quickly. He saw or expected the ball to go to the running back, but that wasn't the case. He held the ball as he was playing back in coverage, tipped the ball to himself, and was able to pick off the pass. Bengals weren't able to do anything with that interception, but they were able to do something with a Logan Wilson interception in the fourth quarter. Returned it back to the San Francisco 17-yard line. Very next play, it was Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase in the corner of the end zone, and that was for 17 yards. And after the touchdown, Jamar Chase did the backflip. He was very happy after the game, and only Jamar Chase could come up with this description of Joe Burrow. Welcome back, Burrow. I think that's all you need to say about him on this Sunday afternoon. But he also said, when I asked him about that Fred Warner hit in the first quarter, he wasn't surprised to see him get up. He said he's one tough MFer, and that is kind of how the whole Bengal team views one Joe Burrow. Certainly he was the leader on this Sunday afternoon, but let's not forget the job that Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator, did in really shutting down the San Francisco 49ers, getting some help from the Bengals offense, playing complementary football, but the Bengals forced 3 turnovers on this Sunday afternoon, a big, big reason why the Bengals were able to come away with their 3rd straight victory. They're over 500 for the first time this season at 4-3. And now they get to face one Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football next week at Paycor Stadium. Obviously, the joint will be jumping. But back to Lou Anarumo after the game, Zach Taylor saying there's a reason that everybody on this team loves Lou Anarumo, especially those who play defense for him. And certainly on this Sunday afternoon, Lou Anarumo had a lot to be proud of, and Jermaine Pratt, Logan Wilson, and others in that secondary who were able to, yes, allow some big plays to George Kittle. But again, when it came to the 49ers getting into the red zone, the Bengals made the big plays when they needed to. We'll have you completely covered from the Bengals locker room and the podium postgame here in Santa Clara, California, following the 31-17 victory. Be sure to check out my coverage on clnscincy.com. Also my YouTube channel at Jungle Roar Pod. That would be youtube.com/Jungle Roar Pod. And as always, follow me on Twitter at Trags, TRAGS. Again, the final, the Bengals 31 and the 49ers 17. Inside Levi's Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.